Welcome to the Blue Cafe. We bring you stories of faith, love, and devotion. Yeah, just kidding, please help us grow by hitting that like button. Now on to the story. My husband would choose his girl best friend over me any day. I, 29F, got married a year ago yesterday. My husband, 30F, and I have been together for 5 years in total. My husband has been best friends with Sasha, 30F, since they were in diapers. I knew that and I never really had a problem with their friendship until my husband and I officially started dating. Sasha would always try and get between us, and every date we went on she was there coincidentally. Which was relatively annoying because my husband would let her stay with us on all those dates. Now yesterday was my wedding anniversary and my husband forgot since he had a road trip with Sasha. I didn't know about this road trip until he said he was leaving. I didn't bother telling him it was our anniversary since he didn't remember and he would probably still spend the day with Sasha even if he did know. I didn't bother telling him bye. I just walked out and decided I was going to go shopping and do something for myself. I did that, but then his mother called me during the day wishing me a happy anniversary and asked where my husband was because he wasn't answering his phone. I told her the truth about his whereabouts and he didn't remember our anniversary. She was shocked and told me that she didn't think Sasha and my husband still had feelings for each other. I asked what she meant. She said that they did date in high school, but my husband told me that he never did like Sasha romantically. Everything started becoming more clear now. Maybe he did remember our anniversary but chose not to say anything because he loved Sasha. If he loved her, could have told me before we got married. I would have been hurt, but I understand feelings and I know you can't control them. I don't know how to comprehend anything right now. I'm numb and I don't get it. All I know is that my husband doesn't even love me. I've updated. Update: my husband would choose his girl best friend over me any day. Hello everyone. Thank you all for the kind words and advice. I really do appreciate it. Although some of you didn't understand the point of my post and started questioning why I married him in the first place. Why didn't I set boundaries and question my self-respect? I have all the answers you wanted, as well the update many of you have been asking for. I would first like to say that not everyone's life is easy and not everyone can just get up and leave whenever. Gaslighting, manipulation and emotional attachments also exist. Sure, some of you wouldn't stand for it and the disrespect, but I did. I made a mistake and I'm owning up to it. I really don't understand what's the point of bashing me like you know the situation. I did come here to rant and I didn't expect this to blow up like it did. But anyways, I'd firstly like to state that I grew up in the foster care system. My life wasn't the best. When I met my husband, I was overwhelmed and overjoyed at the fact that someone wanted me and liked me. When things started to progress with us, I ignored all his mistakes because I thought he would be the only person who would have accepted me. I know that's not an excuse, but I honestly didn't have a backbone and my self-respect intact either. I was a pushover. It's also the fact that I wasn't in a great place financially and I was just so done with it. Some of you asked why I didn't set boundaries with him and Sasha. It's because they are inseparable and I was afraid he would leave me for her. I didn't want to be alone again. I wanted to be happy, you know. Some of you people think that I did it because I was desperate. Genuinely speaking, I was so very desperate because I didn't want to lose him. I took it all because I was afraid to live my childhood all over again. I didn't plan on coming here and giving my life story, but here I am. Now the most important part that everyone has been waiting for. My husband called me as soon as he got back. I ignored his calls since I had to leave for work. I'm pretty sure he called 100 times demanding to know where I was. After work I went straight to his home. I walked in and beheld Sasha sitting on the kitchen counter chatting to my husband, smiling and laughing. At that moment I wanted to scream and cry. I hated it. My husband saw me and came up to me asking me where the hell I was. I told him we needed to talk and took him upstairs. He asked what was up. The audacity he had. I've genuinely had enough, so I told him I wanted a divorce because he went on a road trip with another woman on our anniversary. I cried and screamed till I couldn't anymore, and all he did was ducking and standing there looking at me. I was so frustrated I asked him if he had anything to say, and all he said was that I shouldn't have yelled like that because Sasha was here and she would be offended if I thought that I couldn't trust her. My last ducking straw. I left, and the next time I see him it's with divorce papers. I'm not going to cry any longer because I deserve better. I'm currently looking for divorce lawyers and will be starting the process as soon as I can. The audacity of that man after all I've done for him. It's clear that he chose Sasha because even though she wasn't in the same room as us, he thought of her and her feelings. I broke down in front of him and he ducking thought of her. Again, thank you all for the kind messages. I appreciate it so very much. I will keep you all updated. My wife wants to divorce me because I went on a trip on our anniversary. Last week was my wedding anniversary and I forgot. I feel terrible, I really do, but I have a lot going on and I didn't even think that it was already October since the year has been going so fast. It honestly really slipped my mind and I was just focusing on my trip that I had planned with a good friend of mine. I wanted some time off from life and my wife knew that my job was really stressful. I'm a terrible husband, I know, but I love my wife so much and she's my everything. My trip was 2 days long and the morning of my trip I went to kiss my wife goodbye, but she already left. She's a nurse, so I thought that maybe she would be in a rush, maybe because of some emergency. My friend picked me up and my phone died somewhere along the line of the trip. When I finally charged my phone up, I realized there were many missed calls from my mother and I called as soon as I saw them. My mother cussed me out, asking me how I could have not wished my wife for an anniversary and why I wasn't spending time with her and instead spending time with another woman. I just want to clarify that I never saw my friend in any romantic way and our friendship was purely platonic. I realized that I ducked up so badly, but I couldn't leave for home straight away because it was really late, so I decided to leave early the next day. I couldn't sleep the entire night because I knew I ducked up really badly. I left the next day and my friend came back with me because I told her about the situation. As soon as I got home, most of wife's things weren't there. I was stressed as duck and I called her many times but she never answered. I called my mother and I asked her if my wife had spoken to her and she said that yes, she was staying with her friend. I was confused as hell because she was never like this. She never left without telling me first. About 4 hours later my wife came home and she told me she needed to talk to me. We both went upstairs to our room and she just started crying and yelling at me because saying that she knew I loved my friend and that I always put my friend above her. Which isn't true. I didn't do it intentionally. I spend a lot of time with my friend because we knew each other from childhood and my wife always seemed closed off when my friend was there, but I never thought anything of it because my wife isn't comfortable around everyone for many reasons. So therefore I used to see my friend without my wife. Now that I'm ducking typing this, I realized how wrong it was and how I really gave off the impression my wife had. She told me she wanted a divorce, but I just stood there because I didn't know what to say. I just told her to calm down and stop yelling because my friend was still around and my friend would be insulted if she heard. God, I really shouldn't have said that because my wife just left the room. I wanted to give her time to cool off, which was an even bigger mistake because now it's been a week and she doesn't want to see or talk to me. All I know is what my mother is telling me. I know I ducked up really bad, but I love her very much and I didn't cheat on her at all and I don't love anyone but her. I will cut off my friend if it means I can stay with her. She is my everything. Your wife was actually on here a few days ago, and I just want to say, you're a ducking idiot. Your wife deserves way better than this. Your friend knows what she's doing. Why would she stay until your wife got home? This is a private matter. Then you care more about what your friend will hear? Then kick the bitch out. Best of luck to your ex-wife. I want to believe this is all fake so bad because no one is this dumb. This guy is apparently going on overnight trips with this other girl on his first wedding anniversary. I want to clarify that I never saw my friend in any romantic way and our friendship was purely platonic. I realized that I ducked up so badly, but I couldn't leave for home straight away because it was really late, so I decided to leave early the next day. Then when his mother calls him and tells him hanging out with the other girl is a problem, he brings her home with him? Yeah, since seeing the husband's post I also think it is fake. Surely this guy can't be this much of a ducking moron. You've put this woman ahead of your wife every step by the sounds, and she has a full-on breakdown and you still don't put her first. You also downplay the relationship you have with your friend, Op. Your wife put up with a lot of your selfish shit. This was a fair final straw. OMG, this made Newsweek, holy crap. I'm glad. Any man or woman that, clueless, needs a wake-up call. I hope the post and story gets even bigger and forces a lot of people to look at their behavior in their relationships. Sorry. This seems way too contrived. You booked a trip with your girlfriend and you didn't realize at all that the date was your anniversary with the woman that you love more than anyone else? How long have you been married, dude? If I remember the wife's original post last week, they got married last year. So bro here spent his first wedding anniversary with another woman. The wife is right to file for divorce. LOL. They also have a past together, they used to date. Exactly. No less than Op's mum confirmed this to his ex-wife. LOL. Wait, where did Op's mum confirm this? I totally missed this, scared face. The wife's post mentioned it. This guy's mom was like, I didn't think they still had feelings for each other. And told wife they, Op and friend, dated in high school. Wow. That's something. Wife needs therapy to excise him from her mind and to lose however many pounds Op is. I hope she finds happiness. Also, a married man should not be going on a trip alone with another woman, end of story. Not to mention the trip was last week, almost the end of October, but he didn't realize it was October? The idiot didn't know it was October. Lol, he doesn't need calendars because it's Sasha Day, 365 days a year for him. Bro, you forgot your anniversary, went on a trip with another woman, your phone accidentally died and you told her to calm down? Take the L, this marriage is over. Shout out to your mom. She's the real MVP.